to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And as you can see, I'm being bookended by some guests here today. Men, thank you for joining the show.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell the Vayner Nation, the Vayniacs out there, who you are, what you're about, how you got here, all that jazz.
Well, we're bros, and
which I like, because I'm very close with AJ,
yes,
who should be here any minute.
Yeah, and we were, Adrian actually connected with you on Twitter, I think.
Yes.
And we're from St. John, New Brunswick, Canada, and
we were talking hockey.
That's right. Hockey, that's right. And we own a web development company. We offer products and services to small, medium-sized organizations in our area. But we also love hockey. And we have an online hockey television show where we ask the hockey community what they want us to talk about in the next episode. So we get some feedback from the community that way. And that's called the Hockey Zen TV show.
Matt, link it up. Give him a little love.
And then we also have a Twitter hockey app going on where we have, the Twitter community, hockey community. And it's basically hockey and Twitter for all the fans, and they can see the trends, hockey trends. We had a playoff twit pool, we called it, so we had a big thing going on. Oh, it was awesome.
It was a great hockey playoff season, huh?
Awesome.
One of the best in a long, long time.
Yeah, it was good.
94 was better.
Yeah, I see the picture right there.
And what do you do?
I do the,
so you guys work together?
Yeah,
I do the stuff in the back room. So we work together for 10 years now, and
how's that going? Well,
we love work every day.
You guys love each other?
We love each other.
Like how tight?
Most times.
Very tight.
Yeah, that's awesome. And how? What's the age difference?
3 years.
Who's older?
He is. Mm-hmm. No, I am.
How about Vino? This is a wine show.
Yes.
One of the things that kind of probably made me, invite you down is not only the fact that we were talking hockey, and I thought you were a great dude, and I said, yeah, definitely come on down when you asked. But I love talking about Canada in general. The wine market itself. We're doing an event in Toronto later this year. Cool. Yeah, so I'm excited about Drake Hotel, I think. Yeah. We're putting the final details on, so I'll be up there. And the Jets are playing in Toronto this year.
That's right.
So I'll be up there for that game against Buffalo.
Yes.
That's I'm very excited about mine.
Awesome.
And I give him that look because he's a Giants fan. And but I'm very passionate about Canadian wines in general. I think there's a lot of good things going on there. So what is your personal wine scene? What's the Canadian wine scene around you? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm a rookie at wine, so I'll let Adrian take on that one.
Yeah, and I like to drink a lot of wine, but I'm definitely
Heavily?
not a connoisseur. Well, maybe not that heavy, but
How often do you drink wine?
Every couple nights probably.
Okay, good. Yeah. And so where do you buy the wine from?
We have to go to the liquor store in Canada.
Which sucks, right?
Yeah, it
Monopoly
does.
bullcrap.
Yeah,
That's right,
does.
definitely.
So, it's like communism.
I like to go in, try all kinds of different kinds from different areas of the world. I like to try and mix it up, and you get the odd bottle from
What are you
Canada.
hot about these days?
Argentina.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what... So I told you guys to go downstairs. Who'd you go
Yeah.
down with? Dennis or Ian?
We went down with Dennis, and Jim was down there.
And so you... Why did you pick these 3 wines that we're about to taste? I see a Malbec, which I feel like I did this on the show once before. Could be pretty fun. Let's see if my palate is is full of crap.
Check the tapes on that
But wines also evolve. It depends on how long ago we tasted it. We've got a Burgundy, and then we've got an apple ice wine.
Well, we went with the ice wine because we're from Canada, right?
Of course,
so,
and it's from Canada.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's that hometown love.
That's right. And as we mentioned, our family's downstairs and our mom's down there, and she bought...
Yeah, they didn't want to come up here and watch?
Oh, they're going to come up later, I think, yeah.
They're just having so much fun downstairs?
That's right.
Are they eating all our cheese and stuff?
Carts and everything,
Nice.
so
Okay.
we like that.
Are you going to have to sneak it into Canada? Okay.
So she liked the Pinot Noir. So,
got it. That's where that came from.
Yeah.
And you came with the Malbec play.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And so, are you drinking wine at all yet?
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel an obligation now that you're sitting here, like, oh crap, I need to drink more wine going forward?
No, I'm here to learn, but I am drinking wine. I never used to, but the last couple of years I started, drinking it more.
Who made that push in your family? Was that you bringing it, and then mom got on board? Was it mom?
Mother was involved first, then
Mom.
probably me. I like to give them the odd bottle when they have us over and try and get them involved.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
they're coming.
It's coming.
All right, let's spend one more minute on hockey, because this was definitely the hockey... It's funny, hockey and basketball sucked me in this year, both because they had better stories. I mean, the whole Ovechkin-Crosby series was insane. Then there was, obviously the LeBron-Kobe matchup that we all hoped for didn't happen, but it was still good. But what stood out for you here? I mean, long ago, the San Jose Sharks should have done some damage, and they were ousted pretty quickly, and that was stunning. It's
Absolutely.
probably the best team ever to get knocked out in the first round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were solid. very solid.
What
I
really
know
stood
for
out?
me, I
You're a
went
Bruins
down,
fan, right?
That's right, big time.
I pay attention.
So I went down to
That was a
watch Game
devastating
7. I was
loss,
there,
right?
and I was devastated.
Did you cry?
Pretty much.
Like no, but like
you
without
know the
bullcrap. Like,
feeling, right?
well, I definitely. But there's something that happened. I think the last time I cried at a Jets game was 2000. I think it was like 2000 and what was the last time? They lost to the 49ers in the first game of the season in 1999, and in an overtime game on a bullcrap Garrison Hurst like 99-yard run, and I cried heavily. And I think I was 24, and that was probably the last time.
The draft this year, was there any tears?
Well, I was sad because, but then I was happy at the time. That's a whole misconception.
Yeah, I know.
I thought that Matt, don't give me lip. But that was the last time I truly like tears physically came streaming down, like hard cry. Did you hard cry, or was it just like a devastating feeling?
Just a little bit. I was there with some other people, so I didn't want to let it out too hard.
Right. But when's the last time you cried flat out like I cried?
For sports or in
Yes,
life?
sports.
Never?
Never?
No,
Never.
not quite there.
Okay. Like I would like and like the spit, like the real hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
That's what happened when I was 24 years
I
old.
felt like it. I wanted to.
I understand. All right, let's get into the first wine. We're actually going to start with the Pinot. It's the most expensive wine of the bunch. And this is a Louis Ballot Volnay, the Poceau 2006. It's 38 bones, 88 points, Allen Meadows. Really, really excited to try a Volnay. I'm a big fan of this part of Burgundy. They really produce some of the more elegant, refined, kind of like complex Pinots at 38 bones for 2006. A little young, but let's see what's going on here. Let's whirl it up. All right. Let's do sniffy sniff now together.
yeah.
All right. We got the sniffy sniff armbands on. What are you gentlemen picking up on the nose?
Some sort of berries.
Yeah,
Fair.
Yeah.
yeah. Little berry there, berry action.
How about like a Barry Beck check to the boards?
berry back? Yes.
Did I pull a good one out? Is that a good one?
Left shoulder there.
I'm just trying to show number 5. Just trying to show a little of my
Yeah.
skills. Colorado Rockies, old school. What I'm picking up on this wine is definitely a little bit of like a rhubarb pie on the back end. I do get berries as well. They're pretty much raspberries. There's also like a Kirsch Royale. It's almost like this is a liqueur on the nose because you smell the alcohol and the fruit. So, something that like grandma, like Auntie M would drink back in the day with like with a couple of ice cubes and like pound it down with her cigarette that was long, Virginia Slims in the corner. And she had that voice like, hey, sonny, get me the beer. Like that kind of liqueur action. Also a little bit of like sour cherry juice, like real cherry juice, All right, let's give it a whirl. See? What do you think? Now remember, I did not make this wine.
Yeah.
My emotional attachment to this wine is 00, Robert Parrish. All right, so tell me what you think about this wine.
A little dry, I think, maybe.
I agree.
I'm dry. Got a little kick at the start there, though. I found.
Yeah, there is a lot of upfront fruit. It actually does tail off at
Yeah,
some level.
yeah.
A lot of fruit. Are you feeling the massive level of alcohol like we kind of got in a corner for the outdoor game in Buffalo? It was -70, and we had to pound the Smirnoff
Yes.
to keep warm watching the outdoor game.
Similar, yes.
Yes,
some
I
alcohol.
feel that is true. The alcohol is definitely disproportionate with the fruit in this wine. However, that is an indication of the youth of this wine, in my opinion, more so than the fact that it's off balance. The fruit is pretty pure, nice dark black raspberry flavors, and there's definitely this consistency throughout this wine of dryness. There's also this everlasting finish of almost like junkyard garbage on the back end. And it's kind of weird for me because it's kind of fine and unique and earthy and interesting, but it's less doo-doo farm animal that you get on Burgundy, more like, wow, this might be like a junk pile, which is fine. It's just different. Do you know what I'm talking about? That weird finish that this wine has that I honestly think that a lot of people would find not that exciting. Not that I'm really bothered by it. What I'm more bothered by at this young stage of this wine's career is the alcohol push in the back end. It really does feel like we took a shot of vodka, in my opinion, which is also fine, especially for my crazy Russian uncles who take more than one shot when we get together. It's an okay wine. I think it's overrated by Meadows at 88. I'd probably score this wine about 84, 85 points, and at 38 bones, 85. Ha, Mott, good job.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a major pass at 38 bones. I think it's a waste of money. I'm not that excited about it, boys.
Yeah, I'm not big on the high alcohol. Also,
Yeah, bothering you.
Yeah.
All right.
I like alcohol, but not
Understood.
hardcore.
Got it. Let's move on. Let's rinse. So you're a little bit more excited about this Malbec because are you like one of the many people out there? This is a rinse. So just rinse your glass as much as you can all the way through, like even like this. This is what you want to do when you rinse, so you can really coat the glass. Are you like of many of the Malbec drinkers that just you're batting like 800 with Malbec? That's like an 8 out of 10 you're in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malbec has been very well received. Nathan, you like Malbec? Yeah, it's very popular. Ooh, Nathan the intern. We could make him famous, Mod. There could be a character here. There's a T-shirt in this young man's future. I like where this is going, actually. That just sat right with me. Nathan, we'll talk after this. All right. Great color, very dark. You get that purple paint action, like Mario Paint, if you ever played that game kind of color. Really interesting. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. This wine's $13.99. I didn't even get into it. Sorry, Mod, where were we?
We're talking about Nathan the intern.
Nathan the intern is exciting. Punta Final, 2005, Reserva Malbec, 14 bones, 14.7% alcohol content, 16 months in French oak. Let's see what's going on here. Sniffy sniff. What are you guys getting on the nose here?
Well, I'm an amateur, but I smell a little oak, I think, but I don't know.
No question. There's definitely a cedar kind of woody action thing going
Cherry,
on.
maybe.
I get more of like a blueberry play than cherries, but definitely, listen, nobody said I'm like the wine god czar. I mean, it's your palate. If you're picking up more cherries than that, I mean, it gets muddled. It's hard to, especially in the beginning, it's hard to really, identify, break them down. It's almost like, remember Operation? You play Operation? Like, you just...
A couple weeks ago with the little fella.
Did you really? Is it hard still? It's a hard game, right?
Not as hard.
It's easier now? I used to be like, this is some bull crap. I mean, it's like, you don't get the... All right, so it's kind of like Operation. Like, it's just like one little move in the wrong direction and it's Buzz City, USA. So, I think this is more of a blueberry play on the nose, but there is some red fruit coming through as well. It's also, it smells a little, not fake, but artificial flavors like you would smell in candy. Like Fun Dip.
Yeah.
Like grape Fun Dip smells. It's also a little bit, there's something else going on here that I kind of like. It's subtle though. It's kind of, I wouldn't say, it's almost like leather-like. Just like a little bit of leather kind of action. All right, let's give it a whirl. What do you think? There's
Dry.
no wrong answer.
It was dry there.
Do you think it's more dry than last wine?
Yeah.
Do
I
you?
No.
I agree with him.
Huh?
But that's okay.
Yeah. Hey.
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He's 3 years, younger. He's more mobile,
Yeah. Smarter.
smarter. What else?
I don't feel anything else, to be honest.
Light.
Light, very light. Yeah.
What do you think?
A little fruity.
Yeah, I mean, I taste a lot of intense, like purple fruit. Like this almost feels like I ate a purple ice pop.
Yeah.
Or the Fun Dip was a good
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
analogy.
But you feel like, would you think it? Because the funny part is he said light, and honestly, I don't think it's light. I honestly think what he's trying to articulate is, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm assuming, and you know what happens. It's easy drinking. Or do you think it's light? Because it's definitely much heavier than the last wine. But I think it's so easy drinking, and the finish is a little bit of a disappearing act, a little Casper the Friendly Ghost, that... Or do you feel like, if you taste it again, let's taste it one more time. If you let it sit in your mouth, swallow it.
I got the grape there.
You got the grape more?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about this wine?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because of that little sugarness on the back end that makes it a little sweet and the fruit a little more, like, delicious-esque.
Yeah. Not as much alcohol.
Yeah,
taste
that's
as
the
other
lightness
one.
that I think I'm
Smoother,
comparing
maybe.
it to. There's not as much alcohol kick as in the first one.
No, got it.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
But the body of it, the grape itself and the way you hold it in your mouth, there's definitely more grape intensity. This is a grapey grape mother effing wine. I mean, this is like Grape Ape. Remember that character? Remember that cartoon?
Great.
This tastes like we're drinking Grape Ape. It's that grapey. It tastes like melted down bubble gum. It's very New World fruit. There is some balance on the back end that I think kind of makes it kind of more appealing than a complete fake fruit bomb. I kind of like that, earthy, little subtleness of like earthy tone, bark, wood flavors, not too over oaked. Makes it a little bit balanced. Not bad, not unbelievable, but definitely holds its liquor. You know how like you're impressed with somebody who drinks like 16 beers and they're not unconscious? I almost think about this wine that way. It's got so much alcohol, 14.7. It's such a big boy, but it contains it in its package, and that impresses me.
Yeah.
Are you impressed by that?
I like it, actually. I like it, more than the first one.
And you?
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's a third of the price.
Yeah.
Which once again goes to the point of know your palate, prices, and everything. I'm going to go 88 points on this wine. I think it's fine. I think it's more than serviceable, 14 bones. I think there's other Malbecs that bring more thunder in this price point. But if you like New World fruit bombs, if you're a Shiraz drinker, if you like that kind of stuff, if you're a California Cab drinker and you like the Sterlings and the Simmies and the Franciscans of the world, this is a must-try. I think it could really work for you. And definitely if you like Yellowtail Reserve. I was looking at some numbers yesterday. I'm shocked how much people drink that. God bless Yellowtail. Great job branding. If you like that kind of style of wine, this is definitely something that you need to put into your palate and see the difference. Let's move on. Ready for a little Oh Canada love?
Yes.
Are you guys
Canada.
totally into your national anthem? Because it's so bomb-ass to me. Or do you?
Bomb-ass bad? Or
No,
bomb-ass?
bomb-ass great.
Oh.
I love it. Like when I look at the Rangers schedule, if somebody's like, hey, you want to come to the game? Like, oh, the Blackhawks? Maybe. But if they said, yeah, we're playing the Canadians, I'm like, yeah, I'll come just to hear the national anthem.
Yeah.
Like, that's how into it I am.
It's good.
I love both of them when
Yeah.
they're being played before the game. I think it gets everybody fired up, and it's awesome.
Now, being a Bruins fan, right? That's a tough
I
job,
might start
right?
crying here.
That's a tough job.
It
And you
is.
guys have,
It's tough.
especially watching all the other Boston teams win heavily,
Yeah.
championships after championships, and here you are in your Andy Moog jersey, wondering what's going wrong. Is that true?
Cam Neely.
Cam Neely.
Cam Neely got it. All right,
Yeah, I thought maybe this was the year, but
this should have been the year, right?
yeah.
This
We'll
was
see
a,
what happens
this,
next year. It's
This was
always
a big
next
missed
year.
opportunity.
Yeah.
One good thing is your team beat my team,
Yes,
the Canadians.
that's right.
So there was a little brother rivalry
was good.
there.
Oh, that's hardcore,
Yeah,
huh?
it was.
Why would you do that? Being born in Canada, having an older brother who's this tells me that when you were younger, though there's massive love here now, and I feel it, I'm in the middle of the heart, I can feel it, it's coming, I feel it right here, that when you were younger, that was not in place because you didn't listen to your bigger bro, you went total culture contrast, you went to a different country for your team, I mean, arch-rival of arch-rival, was this you spitting in your brother's face?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely is.
There's
Yeah.
a couple other sports too. So
Yeah.
it's the same
Steelers,
way.
Steelers, Cowboys. Big
Wow.
rivalry, yeah.
So were you on a game plan of like, I don't want to be like my bro, I don't really like him that much, I need to find a team that most bothers him.
Absolutely. I think you got it
It's
figured
awesome.
out right there.
It's awesome.
That's what I do, I
A
break
lot of
down.
fisticuffs over the years.
Did you guys fight a lot growing
Oh
up?
yeah.
Yeah.
Punches?
Chills. Oh yeah.
In the mouth.
Oh yeah.
Tremendous. I knew I liked you guys. Winter Gold. Ice apple wine. I like this. You gotta see this package. Zoom in on this, Marty. 20 bones. AJB walking in with some food. Hook it up. 20 bucks. Let's see what's going on here. So this is apples. And, let me see what they say actually here. Bring together the essence of late harvest apples with the freshness of crisp Canadian winter. Creates this golden nectar. I love that. It's like a beer commercial. All right, let's sniffy snip. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
You can get like off on just the
Yeah.
nose.
That's
I mean, it smells like apples.
Yeah, definitely.
But it also smells like caramel. Do you get caramel? Like really like caramel apples.
little light caramel at the end.
This is really appley. AJ, we have to leave soon.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, it's 2:15?
Yeah, you got 15.
Oh, I got plenty of time. AJ? Matt's coming in. Oh, Matt wants to make a trade, I think. You want to make a trade in fantasy?
Get rid of the bets.
Nothing that I want.
I've made major trades. I haven't been around that much. I made like 2 blockbuster trades today in our fantasy sports league, and everybody's like going crazy. And they're like, see what happened? They call me the tornado, which I like. Anyway, apples, a little bit of like a cinnamon, a little bit of a caramel play. I mean, this is pretty interesting. It smells like baked apples.
Yeah.
But I really smell caramel, like a lot of it. Do you?
Yep.
Is there sweet? That's pretty sweet too. Is it?
Yeah, I just really. All right, let's give it a whirl. Now, where's this from? Quansville, where's that? Quebec. Do you know where that is?
No.
Do you know where that is?
That's in Quebec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hate both. We can all agree that we hated the Nordiques.
No.
You-
He's a big
Dale
Nordiques
Hunter
fan.
was pretty cool.
How about Owen Nolan?
Yeah.
Was that good work by me?
Irish
Was that,
player,
was
yeah.
that good? That was good
Oh,
work,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I think this is a fairly delicious beverage. You know, it's so appley that I feel like I'm drinking apple cider
Yeah.
more than wine. But it does, you know, on the back end, I do get a little bit of that late harvest Riesling-like characteristic. I mean, this is a pretty delicious beverage. I mean, do you just love this or you hate it? It really comes down to, are you a sweet tooth or not?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I don't mind it. I could have.
But you're
that,
like,
yeah.
meh.
Yeah.
Like, that may be the last glass you ever have in your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, you're
I mean, I
right,
didn't make it. You'll never drink that again.
I won't.
As a matter of fact, you may throw up after we finish taping this. You're borderline pissed that we even drank this.
No, it's like apple juice with a little bit of sprinkle on top.
Yeah, and you?
Yeah, I'm not much for the dessert wines as it is, or the ice wines.
don't have
I
a sweet
guess,
tooth?
But, not really, no.
Do either of you have a sweet tooth?
I like my chocolate chip cookie here. And
Yeah?
there.
And you?
No.
So then this is like really like why did
It tastes okay though, but just
you're really questioning why you guys even chose this wine for the show?
it's from Canada. That's why.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you have.
Go Canada.
Look, I got it. Yeah, at the end of the day, I do like apple wines and ice wines and dessert wines, and I love reviewing them. And mainly because I want to be as critical as possible, but they're always all so delicious. But this wine's terrible. I mean, I've had apple ice wines in the past that have complexity, have thought. This really feels very manufactured. As a matter of fact, I would feel like this is probably like a conglomerate, like private label. This is what I imagine of like bulk apples. Like there's no artisan play here. This is like cola in the 3-liter bottle on the bottom shelf of a grocery store for 49 cents. That's like what I think of this product. I'm gonna score this wine 70 points. And I don't even know why I'm being that nice. It's just that I like the brothers. The love, it's right here. Question of the day. You guys get to fire away. That is the ritual of
Question
any
of the
guest.
day.
Any question you like. It could be about anything in the world.
Well,
Fire away.
we're huge.
Are you the official spokesperson?
Well, he can go, or you
Usually,
want?
just one question. That's what we
Yeah.
get between the two.
You know what?
Yeah.
2 questions a day.
Yes.
You each get one.
Yes. Want me to go?
Sure.
Okay. Since we're huge hockey guys, hockey fans, if you're not a hockey fan out there right now watching this show, what does the hockey world or the big guys in the hockey place need to do to make you a fan? So we
Great
would love
question.
to hear that.
I would as well.
And mine's a little more simple, but what is your drink of choice when you're at your favorite hockey team's game? So what's your drink of choice at the Rangers game or the Bruins game or your favorite team?
Tremendous question, boys. Thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
down
Pleasure.
here to be on the
Thanks
show.
so much for
I
having us.
appreciate it. You, with a little bit of me, we are changing the hockey world.